Yemeni Houthis missile attack kills 3 crew members in Yemen. Rebels' first fatal assault on shipping. A missile fired by Houthis on a commercial ship in the Gulf of Aden on Wednesday killed 3 of its crew members and forced survivors to abandon the vessel, the U.S. military spokesperson said. It was the first fatal strike in a campaign of assaults by the Yemeni group over Israel's war on Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The attack on the Barbados-flagged, Liberian-owned bulk carrier True Confidence, which was previously owned by an American entity, further escalates the conflict on a crucial maritime route linking Asia and the Middle East to Europe that has disrupted global shipping since the onset of war. The Houthis have launched strikes since November, and the U.S. began an airstrike campaign in January that so far hasn't halted their attacks. The U.S. military's Central Command said an anti-ship ballistic missile launched from a Houthi-controlled area in Yemen struck the commercial vessel, causing significant damage to the ship. In addition to the 3 deaths, at least 4 crew members were wounded, with 3 in very critical condition. 2 aerial photos released by the U.S. military showed that the ship's bridge and cargo on board caught fire. These reckless attacks by the Houthis have disrupted global trade and taken the lives of international seafarers, simply doing their jobs, which are some of the hardest jobs in the world, and the ones relied on by the global public for sustainment of supply chains, Central Command added. Photos released by U.S. military show ship ablaze on Gulf of Aden after Houthi missile strike. The attack came after the ship had been hailed over radio by men claiming to be the Yemeni military, officials said. The Houthis have been hailing ships over the radio in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden since beginning their attacks, with analysts suspecting the Houthis wanted to seize the vessels. After the missile hit, the crew abandoned the ship and deployed lifeboats. A U.S. warship and the Indian Navy were on the scene, trying to assist in rescue operations. The ship's managers and owners said. The ship's crew of 20 included 1 Indian, 15 Filipino, and 4 Vietnamese workers. 3 security guards, 2 from Sri Lanka, and 1 from Nepal, also were on board. The ship had been carrying steel from China to the port in Saudi Arabia. 1 Vietnamese and 2 Filipino crew members have lost their lives, a statement from the owners and managers of the True Confidence said early Thursday. A further 2 Filipinos crew members have suffered serious injuries. All crew members were taken to Djibouti Hospital. Brigadier General Yahya Saree, a Houthi military spokesman, claimed the attack in a pre-recorded message, saying its missile fire set the vessel ablaze. He said the strikes would only stop when the siege on the Palestinian people in the Gaza is lifted. The United Nations called on the Houthis to cease all attacks against international shipping in the Red Sea. UNI spokesman Stefan Dujarric said, expressing serious concern about the continuing attacks, including the latest incident. Dujarric said the attacks are causing risks to property, to life, to ecology in the area. At the State Department in Washington, spokesman Matthew Miller condemned. We continue to watch these reckless attacks with no regard for the well-being of innocent civilians who are transiting through the Red Sea, and now they have, unfortunately, and tragically, killed the civilians, he told reporters. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre separately warned, the U.S. obviously is going to continue to take action. The Houthis have repeatedly targeted ships in the Red Sea and surrounding waters over the Israel-Hamas war, but up to Wednesday, hadn't killed any crew members. Despite more than a month and a half of U.S.-led airstrikes, Houthis have remained capable of launching significant attacks. They include the strikes last month on a cargo ship carrying fertilizer, the Ruby Mar, which sank on Saturday after drifting for several days, and the downing of an American drone worth tens of millions of dollars. This satellite image taken by Maxar Technologies shows the Belize-flagged ship Ruby Mar in the Red Sea on Friday, March 1, 2024. A ship earlier hit by Yemen's Houthi rebels sinks in the Red Sea, the first vessel lost. In conflict, it was unclear why the Houthis targeted the True Confidence. However, it had previously been owned by OAKTREE Capital Management, a Los Angeles-based fund that finances vessels on installments. OAKTREE declined to comment.